In example 2, it asks us if 2x plus 5 is a factor of 2x cubed plus 15x squared plus 27x plus 5. We know that something is a factor of another number if it goes in evenly with a remainder of 0. So we're going to test this and check to see if 2x plus 5 goes in evenly. So we're going to go ahead and do our long division. So when I go to divide, I'm going to have an x squared here so that when I multiply back, I get a 2x cubed plus 5x squared. Don't forget that when you subtract, you have to change your sign. So make that a negative and a negative. That would leave me with 10x squared plus 27x. And that's going to happen 5x times. So plus 5x to give me 10x squared plus 25x. Again, don't forget to change your signs. Subtract, subtract, leaving me with 2x plus 5. So that's just going to be a plus 1. 2x plus 5. Change your signs, and everything goes in evenly. So the answer to this question is going to be yes, because the remainder is 0. All right, next we're going to look at example 4. It's a little more complicated just because of the length of the polynomial, but the process is still the same. In order for me to get rid of the x cubed, I'm going to have to multiply x by x cubed. So remember, the x cubed goes over the x cubed. So x cubed times x is x to the 4th plus x cubed. Again, change the signs. That leaves me with 3x cubed minus 3x squared. So that's going to be a plus 3x squared up here. So that when I multiply back, I get 3x cubed plus 3x squared. Don't forget to change your signs. Now, these cancel out. Don't be fooled by this, because now you're going to have negative 6x squared. Bring down your 4x. That's going to happen negative 6x times. So I get negative 6x squared minus 6x. When you change the signs this time, you're going to have 10x. Bring down your 10. And that's going to happen 10 times. So plus 10. So 10x plus 10. And when you change the signs on this one, it turns out to be 0 again. When we go to example 5, we think it looks maybe a little bit easier because it only has a trinomial on the top. The problem is you're missing some terms in here. You're missing an x cubed term and you're missing an x term. So we have some things missing in here. When we go to write our division box, we're going to actually put those in there as zeros. So plus 0x cubed minus 6x squared plus 0x plus 1. Out here, x squared minus 1. I like to have those zeros in there because it helps me stay better organized. Now, I want to get my x squared to cancel out an x to the 4th. So I'm going to need another x squared. In fact, I'm going to need 5x squared. Now, my 5x squared has to go up here above my x squared and the 6x squared. So remember, they have to stay in line. So that'll give me 5x to the 4th. And then 5x squared times negative 1 is negative 5x squared. So when I change my signs, I'm going to end up with negative x squared, those would cancel, plus 0x, plus 1. And how many times will x squared minus 1 go into x squared plus 1? It'll go in negative 1 times. So negative 1 times x squared is negative x squared. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. When I change the signs, plus, minus, cancel, cancel, and the remainder is 0. In example 7, we seem to have all the terms in the division box, x cubed, x squared, x, and then a constant. On the outside, or the number that's the divisor, is x squared plus 7. So that one is missing a term of just plain x. But the process is still the same. You have to ask yourself, what would you multiply x squared by to be able to get rid of the x cubed? And the answer to that is x. Now remember, x goes over x, so the x has to show up there. So x times x squared is x cubed. X times 7 is 7x. That goes right here. So you have nothing in here. If you want to, you can put a 0x in there to hold the spot. Now, make sure you change the signs. Negative, negative, negative. Those cancel out. That leaves you with negative 4x squared. This is plus 0x. And then bring down your negative 28. Now, what do you need to multiply x squared by to get negative 4x squared? That would be negative 4. So negative 4 times x squared is negative 4x squared minus 28. When you change the signs, everything factors out and once again leaves you with a remainder of 0. So the answer is x minus 4. If you check the note packet that's filled in online on Schoology, you'll see all the other examples are filled in. You should try them now and see if you can compare your answers to the answer key.